everyone! Today, we are going to discuss lesson about communication models. But before that, let's play some game. This game is called the nonsense game. We will ask the players some basic questions that they have to answer wrongly within 5 seconds. Take note, the players can't repeat their answer. Here's some example. I'm hungry. I'm 16 years old. Now, ready or not, we will start our game. Good luck!
Did you enjoy our game? Now that we are done with the game, let's now proceed with our lesson. The following are the objectives of this lesson. First is to differentiate the various models of communication. Next is to explain the process of communication through the elements involved. And lastly, to recognize the importance of the models in understanding the communication process as applied in everyday life.
Did you know that communication plays a vital role in human life? It helps facilitate the exchange of information and knowledge and develop relationships with others. There are 3 models of communication process. We have the linear communication, interactive, and transactional model.
Have you talked to somebody but did not get any reaction from him at all? Have you experienced sending a message without receiving any feedback? This is called linear communication.
Linear communication is one way, focusing on the transmission of a message to a receiver who never responds or has no way of responding to the information conveyed.
An example of linear type communication is the Shannon-Weaver model of 1949. It is also considered as the mother of all communication models.
It has one-way process starting from a source to user of a message, passing through a channel signal adapted for transmission, which may at times be interrupted by noise barrier to a receiver, decoder of message from the signal. The process stops after the message has arrived at its destination.
When was the last time someone surprised you? How did you react? What response did you get?
Interactive approach is two-way communication process where a response is given. After a message is sent, the recipient of an action, intentionally or unintentionally, gives feedback associated with the information received.
An example of interactive approach is the Scrum model.
Scrum model of communication was proposed in 1954 and had its origin in the Shannon-Weaver model. It suggests that communication is two-way path with the message continually passing between the sender and receiver. The basis for this model is that the message should be understood between the sender and receiver.
Finally, there's the transactional approach. In transactional approach, the communicator or source encodes the message and transmits it through a channel. The message transmitted may be affected by the noise or barrier. The receiver or recipient of the message decodes, processes, and filters the message for understanding and is now ready to give his own feedback to the sender. The transactional communication model depicts a circular process of interaction between the individuals involved in the conversation, with each participant actively contributing and sharing ideas. They are the active communicators, sharing information and responses. Feedback is openly supplied to each other or to all members of communication transaction. The sender and receiver may switch roles as communicators at any time. The topic may change from time to time because communication is considered dynamic and progressive. The barrier to communication is also considered in this concept because it might alter communication flow directly or indirectly.
In general, there are three communication models. The linear model of communication, which is a model that suggests communication moves only in one direction. Interactive model of communication, which is a communication process that refers to the exchange of ideas, messages, and information from the sender to the receiver within physical and psychological context. And the transactional model of communication, that refers to the continuous exchange of information where both the sender and the receiver are involved in the process and take turns to communicate messages. In realization, the ability to communicate effectively is one of the most important life skills. People with good interpersonal skills are powerful verbal and nonverbal communicators and are often referred to as good at interacting with people. Communication is defined as passing information to build a better understanding. So communication models help identify and understand the components and the relationship of the communication process being studied. Models represent new ideas and thought on various aspects of communication, which helps us to plan for effective communication system.
Yay! We're done with the lesson. And to test whether you listen to us, here's a short quiz. And that's all for today. We hope you enjoy our presentation. Thank you, everyone!